Mike Iannone at Dragon Gate Martial Arts Academy out of Long Island, New York. I've been with Champions Way since about 2004, 2005. I started with the MAS program and I wasn't really using it. A funny story, I was using it more as like a credit card terminal. I was only putting the students in it that were going to pay with their credit cards or do an EFT. And in 2007, I left my job just to take a chance. I had a 1,500 square foot school. We weren't doing very good. I was doing good enough not to have to go to work, but at the time I was single and I was living at home with my mother at the time, so helping her out. In 2009, a little bit over 2 years ago, September 2009, I decided I'm going to move my school, and at the end of that month I'm getting married. A week before I go to have my wedding, I decided I'm going to negotiate the lease with the new landlord and go from a 1,500 to a 3,900 square foot school. I had no idea how I'm going to pay the rent. It's $1,500 more than what I was paying at my old location. And so I do this, I sign the lease, and I talk the landlord into giving me 3 months free rent. So now, in 3 months, I'm screwed. How am I going to make this money? How am I going to pay the rent? So at that time, I called Manny over at Champions Way, and I said, Manny, I need some help. I'm not really using the MAS program to my fullest ability. He says, forget about doing MAS right now. He's like, let me get you hooked up with Perfect Mind. Since you're not really using MAS, it won't be that long to train you on Perfect Mind. So I start with Perfect Mind. I start training with that. Then I tell Manny, I need more help. I said, I just stuck it to myself. I'm leaving my old facility, and my rent's going up $1,500 starting March 1st. Now, I'm moving in December, so my rent starts in March. So he hooks me up and tells me, I'm going to hook you up with Sensei Nick. At that point, I start the library. Now, my wife now, since we're married in September, looks at me and goes, what are you doing? You're going to pay another $99 a month? And we don't even know how we're making the rent in 3 months. What's wrong with you? I do it. A couple of months later, I start SMO. Start doing the SMO service. They did my website. We're using Perfect Mind. We're printing reports. We went from 45 students in my old location to 137 students in my new location. Champions Way keeps growing and they keep learning and they keep teaching you how to do it. And if you don't do something, then it's not going to work. If they tell you to do something and you do it, it's going to work. I no longer, because of them, worry about when a new service comes out, how I'm going to be able to afford it. No, we just signed up for SMS and we're doing SMS now. So I don't worry about how we're going to afford the new service. I know that we're going to afford the new service. It's not going to be a problem. And that's one of the things I've learned from Champions Way and Sensei Nick, and all the help that we get from them is unbelievable. So I just wanted to give you that. If anybody has any questions or would love to talk, I'll be over there, but I'm usually the quiet guy that sits in the background. So I'll be here if you want to find out a little bit more on how they can help you. I can always give you some knowledge on that. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.